Your turn.
I'm asking on behalf of Musa Ali from Somalia.
Musa Ali.
Yes, from Somalia. If Jesus, peace be upon him, indeed had a brutal life in the Near East, how come that there are no Christians left there, nor that the Holy Quran do not speak of it?
If Jesus, peace be on him, indeed had a preaching life in Near East, how comes that there are no Christians over there?
Where?
In the Near East.
There are Christians. Plenty of them. The Ammonite Christians and this Christian. In Egypt there are so many. They are very Coptic. I have met some of them in Holland. The Coptic Christians. They are very stout and resolute Christians. So the question is not
Masrur, I think he's talking about
founded on any truth.
It means the Far East, not Near East.
Yeah. In India, in Qadiani,
altogether.
Kashmir.
Ask him, is there any followers of Pharaoh's religion in Arabia, in Egypt? Where are they? Who were the people prior to Islam? Does he found any idolaters like the Quraysh in Makkah? Anywhere in Arabia? Anywhere? Just show me one. So sometimes the faiths completely transcend all other faiths and oppositions and wipe them out of the existence. In Germany, there is no sign whatsoever of their previous religion by the name of a god called Wotan or Wotan, whatever they call it. Not a trace. No trace is left in Norway of the religion prior to Christianity's arrival there. So whatever answer he finds in this to this question of mine, the same answer I will give him in response to his question. Okay? The answer in principle. It does not apply to the case of Jesus Christ as such. I'm just showing the absurdity of the question because it's a question of logic. If no trace of a previous religion is found, you cannot say that that religion did not exist. This is the only answer in principle. As far as what happened to the message of Jesus is concerned, it cannot be equated with Pharaoh and Meccans and this and that. So don't carry this simile too far. I just counted the logic of the question. You understand? And I said there is no logic in the question because this happens. In case of Jesus Christ, something happened which has to be understood. Because he was not a prophet of God, or he was not a man whose religion was wiped out by the decree of God. In that area, my answer is not applicable. Understand the point? Now I'm trying to explain the answer which is applicable to Jesus Christ himself. What happened in his case was that his title was changed to that of a Buddha, a foreign Buddha. And his faith got mixed up with the Buddhist faith, which was expecting a man like him. A prophecy was made by Hazrat Buddha alayhi salam that 500 years from his time, a foreign Buddha would appear among his followers here in India. And exactly 500 years from the time of Buddha, Hazrat Masih alayhi salatu wasalam migrated from Kashmir, from Palestine, and appeared in Kashmir. This is recorded by the Hindu history of in the annals of Puranas, as they call it, that the king or the Raja of Kashmir at that time, while he was on a hunting expedition, saw some noble man coming along with a few of his followers, and walking in the valley of Kashmir. So he was astounded, and he went to him and found out who he was. The answer was Mashihu. My name is Mashihu. That is Masih. And the name of your religion, that's love, which is Christian claim. And why are you here? He said, because my people persecuted me and prosecuted me to the extent that I should have died, but God in His grace saved me and redeemed me from my death. So I have migrated from that place to this country. Now this is a fantastic record of history which coincides exactly with the disappearance of Jesus Christ in Palestine and appearance in Kashmir. And this was the time when it was predicted that a foreign Messiah would come, foreign Buddha would come. Now his title got changed to Buddha of that time, and he was referred to as Buddha because the proof is that the story of a virgin birth has found its way into the Buddhist stories. You can't believe two virgin births having taken place because about the older Buddha we know he was not the child of a virgin birth. His mother was married to the king of the small Raja, of course, but of that area, and he was a child of matrimony between the mother and the father. So this story to be found to have circulated officially and accepted as a part of Buddhist beliefs, is a proof of what I am telling you, that Jesus Christ must have been completely merged with Buddhism, and his identity must have been merged completely with Buddha. That is why the virgin birth story and also other stories very similar, like the shaking of the tree at the birth and the fruit following. Fantastic similarity between the traditions of Buddhism and what we know of Jesus Christ and his style of life and his message. So when things mixed up, sometimes a foreign title becomes more popular than the one's own title. And a good example of that is found in Ahmediyya. Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salatu wasalam was basically initially Imam Mahdi. That was his home title. But now the world over Jamaat Ahmadiyya refers to him as Masih Maud, which was a foreign title. See? An example which fits exactly the case of Messiah. So what happened to him also happened to his second advent, Masih Maud. So he is now popular by the name of Messiah, while it is not his own home title. His home title is Maud, Masih al-Mahdi al-Maud. So that happens. So it was just a case of a change of title. There people accept, like Buddha title much more than Messiah. So although his name Masihu is also found in historic records of India and of Kashmir of the same period, yet for that title to have been pushed aside and a new title to have been acquired by Messiah is not at all unnatural and unlikely. Got it? This is what happened to him. So the first answer is in the rebuttal of the logic of the question. The logic of question is not sound. It happens that people are wiped out and new people emerge, and no mention of them is left behind. And in case of Jesus Christ, this is what we know must have happened. Right? Assalamu alaikum.
Well,
Kashmiri generally changed Seen with Sheen, because the original name is Kashmir, like Syria. See, that's also another sign of Masih's influence there. And it became Kashmir. The original name was not Kashmir, it was Kashir. And even today, many Kashmiris call it Kashir. Kashir is Kasiria. So, but the Seen is changed to Sheen. So Masihu got changed into Mashihu. See? You mentioned the virgin birth.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah, we know.
قال حضرت امیر مین فی
This is another proof what they say, what they refer to Buddha, when they refer to Buddha, the Buddhists themselves are confused about it. They talk of Buddha and in fact they are referring to Masih when he appeared. Because the story of Masih is now attributed to Buddha. If Masih had not reached there, had not been accepted as the leader, why was Buddha referred to have been born out of virgin birth? Why that Buddha was not? So this was a new identity of Masih, which was Buddha, which carried its traditions along with it and got accepted by the Buddhists in totality. So that they themselves now when they refer to Buddha, they don't know which Buddha they are referring to. Some of the stories they speak of this Masihu, which we know, and some of the old Buddha. And they are contradictory because they are in fact about two persons. Now you got the question clear? Please.